Let's go, girls. Welcome to Not a Real Court. I am your Judge Joe, and join with me as always, I have the bad guy Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
And today we have joining us Donald Schwass. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, thank you for having me on. I'm Donald Schwass, and I just have no idea what to say about myself. I'm an artist and just general philosopher, voice actor.
What have you voice acted in?
Well, I did a couple of audiobooks that learned my lesson in that, but
What do you mean by that? I gotta get the context of that.
so I thought that it would be a good idea to do the like split commissions. So every time they buy an audiobook online, I would get half of what they pay, and the author gets the other half.
Right.
Well, what happens is what these people do is they'll upload a book and they'll make a fake account and they'll hire you to do the audiobook. So I do all the legwork and think it's for a legit author. And 3 times this happened to me where I uploaded an entire audiobook and it got shut down because the author was a fake person. And they took, half of whatever I made. I did all the legwork, and it wasn't even that much before it got shut down. Like, I would have a book up for like a month or less than that, 3 weeks before the actual author would see it up there and put in their claim. But yeah, I would do all the legwork, and yeah, I got screwed for it. I can technically maybe use that as like for an application, but I don't know. I
don't
just
trust it.
I wouldn't either,
So- I got a question because I've always had a question about audiobooks.
Yeah.
Do you just do like when you were doing it, were you doing it like a chapter at a time? Were you sitting down and just cranking that puppy out, or
How did I do it? Well, I was cranking it out. I did I would do, maybe a couple hours a night, and I would record and basically be editing as I recorded and go through it, and separate each chunk, as a chapter, more or less as a layer. And um it it was fine. I mean, it would be nice. See, now when I say I learned my lesson, you ask them to pay you up front. Then you know it's legit because they're not going to pay you $200 or $300 right up front if they're, trying to make a quick couple of dollars off of it. So
yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that sucked because it was like shit. I was so excited. I'm doing these audiobooks and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm getting my foot in the door, and get an email saying, "Oh yeah, it's been redacted and shut down because of copyright violation." Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, that blows. I'll tell you what. If I ever have my biography come out about me, whoever's going to write that autobiography, whatever it is, I'll have to get in contact with you.
I got you, man. Absolutely.
All right. So this week for our debate, we're going to be doing: would you rather always be sticky or always be itchy? So, Kenny, start us out. What's your opening statement?
Okay. Which one you choose again, Donald? You chose always be itchy. Is that what you said?
I don't know if I'm going to tell you now. Is it going
to? I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, no, I would absolutely rather be itchy.
I don't know why. Because what I feel like when you're always sticky, like not. My thing with being sticky is you're like it's kind of a game after a while. You're like, you just kind of. I'd rather do that because with itchy that ruins your day. Like you ever have that like that itch in the back? It's like the center of your back. You're like, you're trying to reach for it, you can't get it. Especially me, like because now I've gained weight now. Because before, I was skinny, so that's kind of flexible. So I'll go and scratch that. But now I'm like,
Oh yeah, I remember those days when my arm could go all the way around my back.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. It's like it sounds awful. It literally ruins your day. There's times where you're like, golly, you can't enjoy a movie. You just scratching the whole time. You watch stuff's on the screen. You're like, fuck, I can't get this fucking itch.
I would,
It's awful.
I
It's
would,
awful.
if I was itchy, I would like lightly itch myself, just enough, not enough to like cause a rash, but if I was sticky all the time and I was just like walking around picking up God knows what off the floor and then having to peel that off my foot, like,
Ugh.
or if I just like, just brush up against a door and then, a piece of paint is on me now. Great. No, thank you. I prefer not to be that type. But wait, also my question was what kind of sticky? Is it like a gooey sticky or is it like your skin is like slime sticky?
Hmm. That's a good question.
Because like if it was like a membrane, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
That would make me feel a little bit upset after a while.
I would say that kind of sticky where it's like, something you can like peel off. What
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about.
So you're just constantly peeling shit off you.
Yeah. No thanks.
You're constantly peeling. It's like that skin that
Mhm.
you have, you just ripping it off, and you just like, ugh. And it's just whatever it is. Every time you peel it off, you peel a little bit of skin off. Every time you do it, every
Yeah,
single time.
yeah. Here you
Listen,
go, babe.
I gotta say something because story time. You ready?
Uh-huh.
So you mentioned stepping on something and peeling it off your foot, and I had a roommate one time in my life, and I was going to work, and it was like probably 4:30 in the morning, and I was walking out, and at the front door, I stepped on something, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I pulled it off, and it was a condom.
Oh my
And
God.
so I went into the room and started freaking out. And I was like, why the fuck is there a condom in my entranceway? And he said, I went outside for a cigarette, which made it worse because I was like, you went outside for a cigarette with a condom on?
It dropped off.
Snap.
You know what I'm saying? Like what? And we lived in a trailer park too. So it wasn't like we just lived in the middle of nowhere. Like this man walked outside
Dick
with
out.
a condom on to smoke a cigarette in public, basically.
Oh my God.
I was like, all right, I can't do this anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Was it on the way out or on the way in that he pulled it off? That's the question.
I don't even think he pulled it off. I think it just fell off.
I think it
he
probably just fell
Oh
off.
my God,
that's
I couldn't imagine keeping a rager when you're going out to get a smoke.
That's disgusting.
He's just outside. All right, I'm gonna be back in a minute after I'm done with this.
Neighbors
I don't
walking
even
the
think
dog.
I think he just literally just walked out. I think he got done. Was like, all right, just walked out with the cigarette, just dangling.
Yeah, I had cats too, and that was the thing I was pissed off about the most. I was like, my cat could have choked on your condom.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. Or just like looking over and you see your cat's like pulling it and dragging it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to touch your cat again. Yeah.
Don't lick it.
Don't go near me.
I killed 2 cats tonight.
Damn it. God damn it, you bad boy. All right, Donald, for your opening statement, what do you got for me?
For my opening statement. I wasn't expecting an opening statement. What does it have to consist of?
Just in general, why do you think you'd rather be itchy all the time?
You gotta convince him.
Oh, we're still on the itchy or sticky. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely rather be itchy because that's I feel like more manageable. I could get into like scratching myself to the point of having a rash, but if I just just lightly get it every once in a while, that I feel like no matter where I got itchy, at least it would still be dry. Like God knows like how moist or possibly wet a sticky part of my body could be. I already have 2 girls that literally walk around with they got to have suckers, they got to have the slime, they got to have any type of drink and it's all sugary and then syrup. I'm already walking in. I actually feel like I'm already living the sticky life right now.
You just tried to switch it up then.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, if I could switch it into being itchy. Oh yeah, now we're just living with hives. That's nice.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
But that's my argument for being itchy. I definitely would prefer.
I would
the
rather
itching part. Sometimes it's hard to like control itching though. Like you got something on your leg and you're just not paying attention. You're just fucking
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like the worst is like you ever been itchy everywhere, not just in one spot. You just feel it everywhere. And you're just like, oh, you're scratching your face. You feel like your skin is like you're like like your skin's gonna come off with it. It's the worst.
Yeah, I just what was it 2 days ago? It might have even been yesterday. I was up in my woods trimming the trees, and it was all pine trees. So like the pines were like falling down into my shirt and stuff. So when I was like coming in to go to work, I was all sweaty and had the pine needles on me, and that was a horrible feeling because it was just like I wanted to itch all of them, but then pine needles are sticky too. So it was the best of both worlds for this. So that was horrible. I now know to wear like a complete beekeeper suit when I do that.
and there's a point of like, in my opinion, there's a point of satisfaction when you pull something sticky off you. I don't know. That's just like this is me. Like you got some sticky, like you take that Band-Aid off, you're like
the sticky card on the debit card that comes in. That
that's
satisfying.
Yeah, it's like a satisfaction when you pull some sticky off. You're like,
you don't want to pull some schmagma off, and that's satisfying.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
See, that's where I get into trouble. Like when I was younger, I used to really go at like scabs. That felt satisfying to pick. And like if I had a big elbow, like a cut on my elbow, and I had this huge scab on there, just peeling that off, it was like, wow, that's oddly great feeling. And
there is something about that. I don't know, like that, and then what is it, like the sunburn?
Oh yeah, peeling a sunburn. Oh yeah,
peeling a sunburn. I think that's why I like the those face masks you like put on and then you peel off.
Yeah,
peel masks or whatever. Oh, I love doing those. My wife always fights me for who's peeling mine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like, but like you said, that's a feeling of satisfaction. You don't really. I feel like you never feel that satisfaction with itchy. You just kind of stop. You just kind of like, okay, if I know if I just stop, it'll go away.
That's definitely a good argument because I was thinking, where would you be itchy? Could you control it? And yeah, now that you bring it up, would it ever stop?
It'll never stop, and you gotta kind of take your mind off it, and then you're like, I finally I'm at the point where I forgot about it, and you know what I'm saying, like I stopped thinking about it and I forgot about it now finally. But
and then
you said, well,
hey, that's the thing though, because you're gonna be like, all right, I forgot that I was itchy. Fuck, I'm itchy. I forgot.
Yeah, it's like the game. Yeah.
But then sometimes, like with that, like say, like you'll just be watching TV, you just like you just scratch that, whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Or you fall asleep and then you wake up and you've been scratching your arm for like yeah, you're clawing at it because you got no control when you're sleeping. Oh my god,
Freddy Krueger scratch going across your chest. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's some wild shit. Yeah, you wake up and you're like, why does it sting?
Hey, but I'm the opposite. Like when I go to sleep, I don't scratch myself anymore. Once I go to sleep, it's like that's over with. I wake up and like, damn.
Scratches me when I go to sleep.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll be like sleeping on my back or something. He'll just like go up under the blanket and then he's just like doing the kneading thing. So it just fucking claws right through it. Like, all right, thanks, man.
My dog just aggressively cuddles. That's it. Like he'll walk it, like he'll get to you, like, he just shoulder you, like get your fucking ass over. And he just trying to.
He's like, we're doing this together.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, it's my spot.
Mine always sleeps at the edge of the bed. It's so annoying. It's like, come here, dude. Come over here. Yeah. And he's like, no.
Well, it depends. Like he has this nice where he'll be at the bottom, like by your feet, like he'll be in a ball, and then sometimes he'll be right next to you. Look at your fucking ass over, and he just go to sleep. And he'll put his head on your head, like, bitch. Told you.
Oh yeah.
Hey, speaking of dogs, though, I might as well bring this up now. So today, well, not today, but you only got a few days left to purchase this design from our merch store to help us raise money for the SPCA. It's got all of our dogs on it. And actually, starting tomorrow, we have a sale going for 20% off. So it's your last chance to buy the shirt before it is off the market. And then you'll no longer be able to support those dogs that are starving and those kittens that are starving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're dying, people. Okay.
Yep. So either go. You got to buy a shirt, or you got to go adopt an animal. That's the rules.
Yeah, you Yeah, cut away to like a dog that's like limping with like the wheels on his back
Dog
legs.
life.
We
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
we tried to get the girl to
I don't know
we
how
tried
they
to
get
get
the
the
dog to turn like that.
Slow mo.
Run away with me.
who's the girl that does the SPCA song?
That song right there?
Yeah, in the arms of
That's
an
Sarah
angel.
McLachlan.
Yeah, Sarah. We should have got her as a guest this month. We fucked up. Damn it.
You
I
gotta
should've-
sing the song.
You bring her on.
I'm gonna message her still. I'm gonna be like, listen, if you don't buy this shirt, you didn't really care about SPCA this whole time.
I like that.
All right. So do either of you have anything else to say about the itchy sticky conversation?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel like with I would say just to end my argument the same way I would end this. Like when you end it, like I said, when you end, I guess being sticky, you're like, ooh, okay, I pulled that off me. When then you stick or you itchy, you're like, oh my gosh, my chest is raw. So that's what I'm going with that.
I'm gonna tell you what. God knows what you'll roll into when you're sticky. That's one thing that I couldn't. I couldn't. I
But I
fall
know
asleep.
I don't like being sticky. Like if I was like I'm a kid, I'm eating like peanut butter and jelly, and I got a little bit of jelly on my finger. I'm like,
Oh, I hate that when you grab like the bottle of syrup or something. There's just like a little bit on the side and it sticks to your hand. Oh, that
It's
pisses
the
me
syrup, right? The syrup's
off.
always gonna
It's
get
always the
ya.
syrup, and it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, the bottle's clean, you put it away, and then somehow in the middle of the night, the little fucking elves go in there and they just like, all right, put them outside.
you got a little Miss Buttersworth pre-cum on your finger. You're like, oh,
Ew, that's disgusting.
I'm surprised they haven't perfected the Butterworth pouring method. Because it's just
Really?
it's just slow enough that it's just like, fuck you. Just fuck you. It doesn't matter.
I feel like it doesn't sound like it's impossible to stop it without there being some on the lid.
Oh, but you know what they did add? They added the smiley face. You get the ones that have the smiley face in the top. Like that even makes any type of smiley face on the pancakes. It's
Wait,
just
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
He's talking about like the actual like the holes when you like when you're pouring it, it literally comes out like there's two holes, then there's there's a hole.
I've never seen that before. We haven't gotten
I've seen it. I've seen that before. That's why it's funny. I was like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah, that's what my daughters have. And it doesn't come out. It doesn't make a smiley face. It's literally just to be like, fuck you.
You know what I need? I need the ones that they have in like the breakfast restaurants. The ones you just kind of like
the metal container.
Yeah, with that little pull top. Those are cool. Those are cool. And I would be extra. I'd want a whole tray of them. You have the little carrier.
That would be nice to have one of those.
With me, when it comes to food, I like a lot of syrup, sauce, whatever it is. I like a lot of it. I like to smother it. I'm that guy that's like, I'll use like half the bottle myself. I'm like, you might as well go ahead and fill this up, lady. Shirley.
Yeah. When it comes to syrup, I'm definitely smothering.
And then I heat my syrup up too.
I've never done that.
You got to do it. You got to do it. I'm trying to tell you. Look, you put a little bit of you make your like pancakes or waffles. You put some butter on there, and then you pour that syrup on there, and you heat it all up. Now you got that melty, buttery syrup sensation. Oh my lord, you got to try it.
I'll try it on Sunday. That's our pancake day.
You got to try it. It's so good.
Oh, pancake day.
All right. So on the side or for this debate, I am gonna go with the side of sticky. I feel like the side of itchy, like you guys are saying, I mean, you technically could cause physical harm with that. If you're itching yourself too hard and leaving rashes and stuff, you don't want to deal with that. So I do absolutely hate being sticky, but I would much rather be sticky than deal with rashes and everything else coming from itching nonstop.
Because I feel like with sticky, it's immediate. It's like, okay, go ahead, get that out of here. We're done. Like, go get that out of here. Wash your hands real quick. You're done. Itchy is like, God damn. I want to enjoy my day. I can't.
All right. So next up, we are going to be doing our tournament for the best buddy cop movie tournament. And we're going to be doing 16. So each of you guys are going to be putting 8 in here. We'll alternate who's putting movie in. So Donald, I'm going to start with you. What's the first one you want to put in there?
Loaded Weapon.
That's a good one. Wait. You mean Lethal Weapon?
Nope, Loaded Weapon.
You talking about with Samuel Jackson and
Emilio Estevez? Yeah. Yep.
That's a good movie. I didn't know people knew about that movie.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
I
good
love
movie.
those spoof movies. They're my
Kenny's like, no,
favorite.
that's gonna be mine. You mean Lethal Weapon?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, you mean Loaded Weapon? Okay.
Did we do Loaded Weapon in the Samuel L. Jackson tournament?
No, I didn't think you guys knew about it, so I didn't put it in there.
I was gonna say, 'cause I don't think I heard that one.
You got
All
if you've seen the Lethal Weapon movies, go watch Loaded Weapon. It's a great parody of that movie, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they did good.
Kenny, you're up.
Well, since he put Loaded Weapon in there, I'm gonna put Lethal Weapon in there.
All right. All right.
All right.
Hopefully they don't face each other.
And these do get shuffled, just so you know.
Okay.
Donald, you're up again.
Men in Black.
First one.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the first one. Yeah, sorry.
It's the first one.
Yeah, there's are there 4 now, or they're just still 3?
There's 4. There's only 4. They're gonna make a 5th one.
I don't know if I've seen the 4th one.
That's the one when they had Chris Hemsworth and the chick that plays Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
That was the
It's
4th
bad.
one. Okay. Yeah.
But I guess they're making a 5th one. They're bringing back Will Smith, and I don't know if they're gonna bring Kay back, but they said Will Smith's gonna be coming back.
I mean, he's the GOAT, so I don't know why we got rid of him to begin with. All right, Kenny.
Yeah, so Paul, you definitely got to watch. There's 4 Lethal Weapons. Watch them all. They're all really good. That's one of the few series I will say all of them are good. And then Loaded Weapons is just hilarious. I'm going with Rush Hour.
Oh, nice.
First
Rush Hour 2 to be exact.
Okay.
Oh, Rush Hour 2. Okay.
I love that movie.
Is that the one? Is that the one that's got Jet Li in it?
No. You're thinking of
No, because I'm talking about the sequel where he's like the bad guy. Who's
the villain. I don't know his name. He was in what's the show they dropped earlier this year when the guy Joe, you hate the show because the guy's Portuguese, but he's speaking English. I don't know why I'm blanking on the show name.
Oh God, what the fuck is his name? Oh,
it's him. He's the villain.
Oh my God, I can picture it.
He plays Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, and I can't think of what else he's been in. But yeah, he was a villain in the 3rd one. The 2nd one, I don't know what else he was in, but
Shogun.
Yep, that's what it's called. I was like, bro, I know this show, but I can't think what it's called.
Hey, fuck that movie. These men were really speaking. Oh my God, that pisses me off so bad. For anyone that doesn't know, if you watch Shogun, it's in Japan. The Japanese people are speaking Japanese, and the Portuguese people are speaking English.
Oh, that's nice. Very accurate.
It pisses me off so much. Like, if I have to read subtitles for 90% of the show, just make me read it for 100%.
Just do the rest. Yeah,
You know
I feel
mean?
that. I feel that. You know, if you're going for accuracy, stick with the accuracy. Like, or then just
see. I'm the guy. I have subtitles on no matter what I'm watching. That's just me. I don't feel comfortable watching something that has subtitles. That's just,
I appreciate. I
I
appreciate.
can't hear it
subtitles.
without subtitles.
I feel that too. I like mostly because I will hear words the wrong way, and I guess that's like an ADD trait where you just like mix vowels together. But having the subtitles on, I feel is just super beneficial just for appreciating the story.
Yeah. That's just me anyway, because that's why I know all the movie lines because I watch everything with subtitles on it. And I've had people be like, no, they actually said something. I'm like, no, you ain't watching subtitles like I did. And then we go look it up. And they're like, see, I told you.
Okay. All right. So the next one, I'm going to have to go with Pineapple Express.
Okay.
There is cops in there. I would say that they're relevant enough to the movie too. So
you're arguing for those cops, like the 2 cops in there, or are you arguing for the 2 main characters?
Just 2 main characters. Like or do they have to be cops? Do they have to be cops?
I feel like for this, at least one of them has to be a cop.
Okay.
Because there's some movies like 48 Hours. There's a couple other ones I'm thinking of. I'm blanking on names, but they have one guy's a cop, one person's helping them, or they're both cops, or stuff like that.
Then switch it to Last Action Hero.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Kenny?
I'm gonna go with Bad Boys.
First one?
I'm going with the first one. I know a lot of people say the second one's the best one. I personally think the first one.
Okay, hear me out real quick. What are your thoughts on me putting 2 in here?
Go for it.
All right. So I'm gonna put End of Watch because it's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Oh my god, I don't even think I've ever seen End of Watch.
Really? Oh god, that is so good. I highly recommend that one. It's one of those movies though that's kind of hard to watch if you can't do like it's like a first person kind of movie. If that makes sense.
First person, like the Doom movie type first person?
So like some of it's filmed from like their body cam
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's a little bit more acceptable.
or like the gun, like it'll be filmed from like the top of the gun, like stuff like that.
I would give it a shot, but I don't know. That's
Like
kind of 50-50 for me because if it's too much first person for me, unless they really filmed it, I don't know. I'm kind of picky.
So
yeah, so it's filmed like it'll have like the dash cam, like it'd be
Mhm.
filmed from the dash cam, like seeing them in the car, and then their body cams, the cam on top of the gun. Like it's not like a normal like they're shooting from across the street and you can see them like walking down, stuff like that.
So is the whole movie kind of set up where all of the footage is technically being recorded just from different cameras that are on the police and around the police? Is that how that is?
Basically, yeah,
Okay, that's kind of an interesting concept. I could see that.
so
yeah,
um so
it's
Sean
really good
Paul
though.
said Bad Boys for Life is the best in the franchise. Okay, the reason I agree with you because that's my favorite, but as an overall movie, I'm saying number one. Even though the third one is my favorite, a lot of people say the second one, but I like the third one the most. So I'm got a weird thing going on with Bad Boys movies.
All right, the other one that I'm putting on here is going to be 21 Jump Street.
Man,
Not
speaking of
54.
21 Jump Street, did you know that they were gonna do a mashup with Men in Black with that?
Yes, I did hear about that. I did hear
That's
about
what a weird and wild concept.
that. Wild.
Like who throws that into a conversation?
Well, I don't even know what you're talking about.
They were going to combine the movies. They were going to do 21 Jump Street meets Men in Black.
That would be disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. It's
You
abhorrent.
know how
Like
long I've been waiting for this?
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
All right. Donald, you're up.
Okay. Turner and Hooch. I've had that one on my mind for a while.
I'm not mad
Okay.
at
All right. Kenny?
Tango and Cash.
That was the other one. That's literally what I was about to say instead of that one. That's funny.
Tango and Cash.
Also, Kenny, did you leave because I picked a Jake Gyllenhaal movie?
No, my internet was like acting up, so I was
Okay.
frozen.
I was like, damn, he's really getting into this.
No, I didn't hear anything you guys said. It literally went black, so everything buffering. So let me go ahead and leave and come back in and try to refresh it.
All right. Don, you're up.
All right. Did we already do Beverly Hills Cop?
No.
No, we did not.
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Ew, 3.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. You want to know why I say 3? Because that dude who has the dumb inventions, okay?
Ew. You're talking about Serge.
Yeah.
Serge.
Yeah, the dude who comes up and he's like, I've got this flashlight. It makes big lights. And then like he just blinds everybody. And then he's got this like gun that's got a rocket launcher on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that gun was excessive.
Yeah, it was super extra.
Damn, I just remembered what movie I was going to put on there.
Said,
Okay.
get the fuck out of here. No, I cannot.
Kenny, you're up.
Okay. I'm going with Showtime. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie. It's Eddie Murphy and Robert De Niro, where they're both cops and they're pretty much like supposed to be like a reality show, where one of them actually is like a cop for real. The other one is he's playing a cop, and he wants to be an actor, even though he is technically a cop, but he's doing stuff as an actor. So he's like sliding on car hoods, and the other guy's like, why? There's no benefit from that. Like he's like arguing, like they're arguing about stuff. It's a funny movie.
Robert De Niro looks young as shit in this for some reason.
It came out in like 2003, 2004. Came out a long time ago.
It was 2002, but like I don't know. He looks very young for only 20 years ago.
Yo, it's like seeing pictures of. I just saw an interview with what's his face, the guy who played the Penguin in Batman Returns,
Oh, you're talking about
Danny DeVito.
Oh, Batman. Okay, I was thinking.
I was thinking the newest Batman for a second.
I was too. He's a Danny DeVito. I said, wait a minute.
No, I could.
I was like, that's Danny DeVito.
I forgot he played him.
Yeah, and he looks super young in that interview. That was crazy.
Yeah, he's a nasty looking individual.
I feel bad for that guy. He was
especially when he's coming out of the couch and it's always sunny. Oh,
yo, I don't even know how he managed to
that shit
pull
was
off
great.
having a whole extra room that they added in like the 16th season or whatever. I just saw that.
That was
cracking me up.
hilarious.
Bro,
That
that
was
literally,
hilarious.
I was laughing so fucking hard. You have a whole extra room in here? Like, are you what, I'm gonna have to get a butler? Do you want me to walk all the way to the front door to answer the door? Shut up.
That's it. It got that show just gets so much better the further it goes. I don't even understand.
I went back because that's like the one of the few shows I watched from beginning to end so many times. It's like my comfort show. But I rewatched the episode last night where they were living in each other's shoes, him and Dee. And when he starts eating the cat food, she's like, "Why are you doing that?" He's like, "So I can sleep at night." She was like, "What do you mean?" And when Frank runs in there, eats the cat food real quick, like he goes to bed, like he's just used to it. That mess is so funny to me.
They're so stupid, man. That shit is hilarious. Or when they all start a band and they don't want to get sick, so they stop drinking and they all end up suffering withdrawal. Oh my god, this shit's just fucking cracking me up.
That show is phenomenal.
Yeah, Dennis is surprisingly. At first, I did not like him when I first started watching that show. But the episode
character.
Well, I
think he's my favorite.
Well, I thought he was a big pussy, and then like I watched the episode where he tricks the hippie girl into sleeping with him, and then like fucks over her boyfriend and everything. I was sold. And then the dentist system, like, shut up.
I just hate when he gets up. Every time he has sex, he's like, every time he gets up the same way.
He's a complete psychopath.
Oh yeah, wild.
Yeah, that. I was the same way with him. Like, I didn't really care for him at first, and then it was like the further the show got, it was just he is so good because the shit is so crazy that he does.
Yeah, it's literally he's bonkers. Like, he's an absolutely insane person, and I love it. I don't know anybody else who could pull that off.
Yeah, he does a really good job in that role. Honestly, all of them do really good in that show.
Yeah, and it's funny that they bring up not getting any awards for that show because it is really well done. There's some really clever ideas.
There's never been an award for it?
Well, they won, I think, one Emmy or something just like a year or two ago, and then they brought up
they won it for Charlie Work when they did the whole episode around Charlie when he was trying to impress the who was it? She was like the inspector.
Oh, the health inspector? That's my favorite episode.
I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah.
Oh, that is the best episode. When Frank is painted all black in the basement with the recorder. That shit is so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, they brought up like how many awards Taxi won in like the 3 or 4 years that show was on versus like them being snubbed every single year.
Yeah, that's crazy. I assume that they had a bunch of awards, but I just watched it for the first time last year, I think it was. Was when I watched the whole thing through.
Oh, good. That's see, I like sleeping on a show and then all of a sudden you just watch.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me. I didn't watch it till I was in high school though, but when I was watching, I remember hating it when it come on. Like, I didn't even watch an episode of it. I used to get mad, like, why do they keep showing commercials for this shit? This shit's so stupid.
And that's how I was too.
And I watched it, I said, this shit is hilarious. That and The League were the two shows I was hating on, and then I watched it. I said, "Oh, these shows are amazing."
People always talk like everyone was just, "Oh, you gotta watch It's Always Sunny. It's Always Sunny." And then you'd see it on the commercials and shit, and be like, "No." And then you guys finally talked me into just watch the first episode, and I watched it, and it was literally like me, trying to make black friends.
Yeah, that's right. The first episode, the fucking black dude. They're ridiculous, dude. That shit.
It starts off so hot with like the abortion thing. I was like, God damn, like this show had no pause on it.
But you know what? It shows like that in South Park, like they go in balls deep, and then afterwards nobody makes a big deal about it. They actually like it. All these other shows that like they try to appease certain demographics, they get shit on because the people can tell, you know.
I think it's because they don't go full bore into it for, you know what I mean? Like people know going into South Park that it's going to be a shit show, and like they're there to laugh. It's like going to a comedy show. Like I wouldn't go to a comedy show and sit front row and be pissed off if you made a fat joke at me. Like you don't do that.
Yeah, you know what you're there for.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so back to this. Don, what is your next movie?
Oh my god, my next movie. Theodore Rex.
I've never heard of this.
Whoopi Goldberg and a T-Rex team up. Is the worst movie probably ever.
I have never even heard of that movie.
Yeah,
this looks nasty, and I've definitely seen it.
Yo, it's awful. It's so bad.
I have
dude.
definitely seen this.
It's so bad.
I gotta look it up.
Oh my god, that is crazy. I definitely have seen this movie, but I don't remember it.
I don't remember much of it either, but I had to brush up on a bunch of my buddy cop movies because now, really, one of the things I wanted to ask was,
oh, I have seen this.
You remember that now? When you
I
see the
do,
dinosaur, I think it's when you see the dinosaur.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
dinosaur.
that's what made me think like, yep, I've seen this before.
I remember watching that on the illegal pay-per-view that my family was obtaining.
The DirecTV card.
Oh yeah, dude, the card. I'm like, where the hell does my dad find this shit? Like, that's crazy. It's this whole mechanism that is like used to override the chip. Like, who even comes up with that? That's wild. But yeah, I remember watching that, and then like for no reason, Saving Private Ryan was on for like 3 weeks straight.
I love Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
I love that, and Pearl Harbor. I fucking love.
Pearl Harbor was a weird one for me. I think because it was so long, it was hard for me to.
Those are some long ass movies.
They really went all out with those big movies back then.
Yeah. Now they go all out for every single fucking movie that comes out.
Right now, I'm annoyed with how much Star Wars they're putting out there. It's just
same. Star Wars and Marvel were my two favorite things, and now I hate both of them.
Yeah, they're so oversaturated. It's stupid. It makes me not want to, like, I don't want to even invest my time in the new Star Wars lore. I appreciated when I could make a lot of the stuff up when I was watching it myself.
Yeah. Fan fiction was much better than these people that are getting paid to do it.
Yeah, for real.
Nasty.
All right, Kenny, what's your next one?
Oh, my next one is 48 Hours.
All right, Don.
Oh man,
I gotta let this last one count.
I
got a couple in mind, but I don't know which one I'll go with.
Shanghai Noon.
Okay.
Fun fact: I don't know how to spell anything, just so you know. So if you see anything on here spelled wrong,
I think you spelled it right. Actually, let me look.
Yeah, I think you got that right. Yeah, I think the thing that you actually spelled wrong was Turner and Hooch. I think that doesn't have a T in it. But I honestly wasn't gonna say anything. Like I don't.
You're like, yeah, you got Shanghai Noon right, but it was Hooch that you spelled wrong.
Listen. Well, it's funny because you were honest, so now I'll be honest.
Oh, it's because I get ripped on every week for it.
You spelled Hooch wrong.
It's pretty bad.
All right, Kenny, what's your last one?
Did you guys already put the other guys in?
No.
Oh, the other guys. That was one of the movies I was trying to think of. Yeah.
So I'm going with Demolition Man.
No, Demolition Man is a solid flick, dude. I love Demolition Man.
I was going to swerve in there.
Yo, Sylvester Stallone had some good ones. Judge Dredd was.
I love that movie. You said
you got me good with that one.
Yeah,
three seashells, bro. Do you even know what they're used for?
You don't know use a 3 seashell?
Yeah.
He said, actually, I understand if you.
or what's that other dude's name? The guy who was in The Animal.
Rob Schneider. He's the one that made fun of him for it.
Bro, fucking Rob Schneider, dude.
I just
I
watched an
can't-
interview with Rob Schneider's daughter, and she fucking hates him.
Yeah, I saw that too. She was going in on him.
That threw me off. I was not expecting how much they do not like each other.
Yeah, it was kind of wild.
Just so you know, fun fact for everyone out there: if you get rid of the man part of Demolition Man, you can stumble into a Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
The way you fight for Jake Gyllenhaal every week is insane. It's really insane.
All right, so we got starting off Tango and Cash against Rush Hour 2. Don, you're the first vote.
I'm gonna have to go with Rush Hour.
Kenny,
It's Rush Hour 2. I like Tango Cash, but it stood no kind of chance against that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Men in Black against Last Action Hero. Kenny,
Men in Black.
Don.
Oh man, Last Action Hero.
All right, I'm going Men in Black.
And listen, I watched Men in Black a couple months ago. Like I used to watch all the time as a kid, but rewatching it as an adult, that movie is so fucking funny. When he's sliding that chair, and he's so loud with it, and everybody's looking like, bro, if you don't stop.
Are you talking about during the test?
Yeah, that part
yeah.
is so
So
funny.
funny.
And then he sits down, like, cause he's like trying to write on the chair and stuff. He slides it down. He's like, hey, oh, that's one's a chair. My fault, it's a table. Slides the table down. He's like, hey, y'all want to get in on this? You want to get in on this?
Yeah. You shoot the little girl in the middle of the forehead.
Bro.
She had quantum physics book. She's like 8 years old. She's got something going on.
He said, yeah, I didn't shoot him because he got a tissue in his hand. He's not snarling, he's just sneezing.
I mean,
oh man, I gotta watch that tonight.
That movie
I haven't seen it in a while. So good.
That movie is funny.
Speaking of Men in Black, Bad Boys versus Theodore Rex.
Bad Boys.
It's
Bad Boys.
It's definitely Bad Boys.
Yeah, we're definitely going.
Theodore Rex is gonna make it through.
I doubt that. Yeah, against what? Maybe Showtime.
All right, 21 Jump Street against Showtime. Kenny,
I'm fighting for Showtime.
Ooh.
Don?
Well, I've never seen Showtime, so I got to go with 21 Jump Street.
Oh, I'm going 21 Jump Street too.
Showtime was such a good movie, man.
All right, Demolition Man against Lethal Weapon. Don.
Demolition Man.
That's a fire one. That's a fire battle.
Yeah, that's
Kenny?
a good one.
I'm going Demolition Man. It sucks that the weapons are going farther, but I watch Demolition Man like once every couple months. Like that movie's amazing.
Yeah.
Loaded Weapon against End of Watch. Kenny.
Loaded Weapon.
You bitch.
Loaded Weapon.
Loaded Weapon. You got to see that. You'll understand why we put that in there. Loaded Weapon.
I love when he goes into his trailer and it's a friggin' mansion.
Bro, I was going to say that. So it's literally a trailer. It's literally like just like a trailer park trailer. He walk in there, as soon as he open the door, it's a whole mansion.
I'll have to watch that.
The fireplace and
the fireplace is going on. Yeah.
All right. My God. Turner and Hooch against Shanghai Noon. Kenny.
It's Shanghai Noon. Shanghai Noon is one of those ones I watched a lot as a kid.
Shanghai Noon.
All right. 48 Hours against Beverly Hills Cop 3. Don.
I'm fighting for Beverly Hills Cop 3.
It's definitely 48 Hours. Was so bad.
I'm doing Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Oh shit.
That's crazy. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 3 is bad.
Rush Hour 2 against Men in Black. Kenny.
This is fire. I'm going Rush Hour 2 though. That's fire.
Don.
I'll go with Rush Hour 2.
All right.
That's a fire one.
Bad Boys against 21 Jump Street. Don.
Bad Boys.
Kenny? It's definitely Bad Boys. And some Skittles.
Demolition Man against Loaded Weapon. Kenny.
Oh, damn.
I already know exactly what I'm choosing. I already know it.
This is close. This is like really, really close. Because I really, really enjoyed both these movies. I'm going Loaded Weapon.
All right.
Awesome. I'm also choosing Loaded Weapon. I knew. I already knew where I was going, but I was gonna tell you. Think about like when that drop hits the ground and everything turns into like gets frozen. What a cool concept that was.
All right, Shanghai Noon against Beverly Hills Cop 3. Don.
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Kenny?
Shanghai dude.
All right, it's not getting past Shanghai Noon for me.
Fair enough.
All right, Rush Hour 2 against Bad Boys. Kenny?
Fire battle. We had it on Bad Guys Spoken. Go check that episode out. I'm going Rush Hour 2 though.
Don?
I'm gonna have to go with Rush Hour 2.
All right. And Loaded Weapon against Shanghai Noon. Don.
I'm going with Loaded Weapon.
Kenny?
I'm also going Loaded Weapon.
Damn.
Loaded Weapon was good. Loaded Weapon
It really
was
was,
good.
dude. It's so good.
It was really good.
It's up there with like Airplane. That like,
Yeah,
I love those movies.
All right. So the finals is Rush Hour 2 against Loaded Weapon.
How did we get here?
that is crazy. And
Kenny,
it's
we'll
like
start with you.
scene with the clown. The clown had the lady hostage, and he had a finger gun. He's like,
Stupid.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah, I'm still gonna Rush Hour 2 though. That's the best buddy cop movie in my eyes. But I love Loaded Weapon.
All right, Don.
I'm gonna stick with Loaded Weapon.
You're the tiebreaker,
right.
bro.
Well, it comes down to me, and unfortunately, I've only seen Rush Hour 2, so I'm going Rush Hour 2.
Didn't you say that you would rarely do the tiebreaker? You did like the tiebreaker for half of these. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, normally we have 4 people on, so I don't get to vote at all.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So Matt's still recovering from being ugly, so he should be back soon.
You know, it's a rough life.
Yeah. He's been sticky and itchy.
Ooh.
Oh, yuck. I hate that camera angle. All right. So yeah, so Rush Hour 2 is the best buddy cop movie, according to Not a Real Court. And then we're gonna end the show as we always do. So we're all gonna give a recommendation. Don, I forgot to give you a heads up on this. So you can recommend anything besides your own stuff, books, movies, TV show, literally whatever you want. So I'm gonna start off with Cobra Kai. I cannot explain how fucking hooked I am on Cobra Kai. I'm almost finished with it already, and I think I started it last week. Like, I'm pretty sure I started it last week, and I'm almost done with it. And it has made me go back and start rewatching the Karate Kid movies as well. Just because, like,
you saw it with Hilary Swank.
I have not watched that one, no. But like, there's references that like I know are big that I'm not fully understanding. So I've been like watching like some of the show and then going back and watching the movie. But I highly recommend that show. I didn't understand the hype when it first came out.
Shit's fire.
It's so good.
And the fact that it was randomly like a YouTube exclusive show for the longest. Like,
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how it started. They were like, if you get YouTube TV, you get Cobra Kai. And I was like, what? But luckily I had got it and I was like, let me go ahead and watch this shit. So I watched it and I was like, man, it's kind of good.
I love Cobra Kai. I can't explain how many times I've cried. Every time they bring up Mr. Miyagi, they do such a good job like paying homage to that. And I love how they've done the seasons. I have to agree wholeheartedly with that.
Yeah, I'm almost to season 6 now, but like I feel like I'm always on the edge of my seat with that show.
See, the last season I watched was season 4, so I got to watch 5 and 6.
You're literally where I'm at. I gotta see the last 2 seasons.
Well, because Netflix decided to crack down on their passwords, so I don't have anybody else's Netflix right now.
Yeah.
But
all right, Kenny, what do you want to recommend for the people?
I literally just finished Game of Thrones before we did this show. So I am recommending Game of Thrones. I think
hey, fuck that last season, no.
Yeah, I was about to say, and anybody that thinks that last season was just so bad, it was so terrible, I do not agree with you. I think it was okay. I think it was to me, it was a very safe ending to me, but that's just me. Like I said, you can argue with me. It is what it is.
You can argue on Not a Real Court. All right.
Yeah,
That'd be a crazy topic. Is season 8 bad or good? Right. And Don, what do you want to recommend?
I'm gonna recommend Dune. All right, to anybody who's on the fence about it, if you're interested in Star Wars at all, you will absolutely appreciate Dune and how far it goes. It's such a great it's a great kind of justification for a lot of the problems that we as humans experience today, and it's very insightful. I think that Frank Herbert did a great job in writing those books and making that whole world. So yeah, absolutely recommendation is Dune, the movies and the books, but the books are fantastic.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into the books. All right, and Don, one last time, where can people find you?
You can find me on TikTok at Donald Schwass down at the bottom. And do you have a link in the the description for this episode?
Yeah, I'll tag you and everything too.
All right, yeah, it's just at Donald Schwass. You can find me.
Right. Kenny,
You can find me. Well, see, you can find me on all social medias at Bad Guys Spoken. You can catch the Bad Guys Spoken podcast on YouTube's, and you can also catch Unbiased, the football podcast, where we talk about all things football. And you'll see TK throwing a little U like this. And you can also catch Hood Movie review all your favorite and not so favorite hood movies. And you can also catch Geek in the motherfucking sheets, where we talk about all things anime, Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars. We talk about all that stuff. And last but not least, you can also catch Bucket, a wrestling podcast, where we talk about all things wrestling, where I'm always right and John's always wrong.
Until next year, where I'm always right. All right. And you can find all of our stuff at t13media.com. Like I said, this is the last couple days to buy the shirt to raise money for the SPCA, and it's going to be 20% off starting tomorrow on the 28th, and that's running until the 2nd. But the shirt is only available until midnight at the end of the month. So, with that being said, court adjourned.
Thanks.